Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant, and today, what I'm going to teach you guys is how to beat the Defiler. Now, this is not the best build, the best timing, super fast kills, no, it's not that. However, it's very easy to use this and beat the Defiler. You can get a sub 2-minute run if you're lucky with crits, but in general, it's going to take you about 2 minutes. The investment is not that much because this requires Bunny, which pretty much everybody already has, all right? So I'm going to walk you through how we do this, and I don't even have the best reactor, so if you had a really good reactor, you could probably get like sub 1 minute 30. But anyway, I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to show you what needs to be done, so let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. And of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to register me as your creator. Link is in the video description. Let's get started. For this build, what you are going to want is the Chun-Li outfit. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to get an outfit if you want to, but I really like this outfit for her. Okay, your reactor is going to be a electric singular reactor, obviously. The rolls on the reactor should be additional skill attack versus Colossus, gold. And if you can, singular skill power boost, gold would be perfect. You can also use skill critical hit damage, skill critical hit rate, whatever. But the main thing is the skill attack when attacking Colossus. Try to get that gold. I only have a blue on this. And that is why I upgraded the reactor all the way to 5 stars. But if you just have a level 4, that's also totally fine. Up to you. Okay, but you in general want to boost your power as much as possible via singular skill power boost or electric skill power boost if you can't get it, but singular is better. And skill attack versus Colossus, okay? For your components, use the Slayer set. Your auxiliary power should have HP, MP recovery out of combat. Sensor is MP recovery in combat. Memory is defense, MP recovery modifier. Processor is max shield, shield recovery modifier. I can't remember which one of these has the toxic resistance, but you can choose to take that on as well. If you think it'll help you, it's really up to you because I actually did this with 0 toxic resistance and you don't need it. For your weapon, just make sure you have whatever triggers your reactor. So for me, I'm actually using the Enduring Legacy. Now, if you've already got cores in your weapon, all right, I happen to have one that increases my sprint speed, which helps out with Bunny because obviously more sprint speed is better for Bunny. So that's what I've got here, but other than that, your weapon doesn't matter because you will not be shooting your gun at all during this build, okay? In terms of modules, this is exactly what I have for my Bunny bossing build. It's been slightly modified to make it a little bit better, okay? Here's what I've got. Increased HP is your survival, okay? You also want to use HP amplification. These two will help you survive, okay? You cannot use Battle of Stamina because the HP bonus is not significant enough, and you will need a minimum of 10,000 hit points to do this comfortably. I really recommend 20,000, but to get 20,000, you might have to drop the Slayer set, so I've got about 12,000 with this. It's good enough. All right. In terms of utility, you've got skill expansion, and that's all. You don't put maximize range on this. Then you want Electric Specialist and your Focus on Singular. Focus on Singular will help you boost up your lightning emission, together with high voltage, obviously. Excuse me. And this will allow you to deal more damage to your enemies, all right? It also boosts up the damage done by electrocution, which helps out a little bit. Electric Specialist is standard for raising your overall power. And then you've got 4 critical modules: Skill Insight, Skill Concentration, Front Lines, and Emergency Measures, all right? What this will do is boost your critical rate, boost your critical hit damage, same thing across the board, all right? If you take a look at your full stats, you get a critical hit rate of about 30%. With 4 times multiplier, which will really help you out because the frequency of Bunny's attacks is high enough that even with a 30% crit rate, she can still do some serious damage with the crits, okay? Last but not least, we actually tried out Technique Manual. I don't understand why it worked well, but Technique Manual worked a lot better than Dangerous Ambush, mostly because you don't really knock down the enemy fast. But we actually tried out Technique Manual for some weird reason, and it was working. If you want to replace this with something else, by all means, replace it with whatever you want. Give me another option. If you can get a faster time with something like this, tell me what you're using and I'll happily publish a video with credits to you regarding that. But this is what I was using and it actually worked really well. Okay. Now, I'm also going to have to go through the Inversion Reinforcer in addition to the modules because you're going to need to know something here. For this particular build, of course, you don't fire your gun, but I always put electric focus rounds on just in case. I've got the heightened sensory cells, which works really well, okay? And last but not least, what you will want to have. Now, if you don't want this, all right, if you don't want the heightened sensory cells, take the neurostimulation. Every 45 seconds, you have potentially the chance to recover MP, which can also work really, really well with this build if you do not want the heightened sensory cells. All right, choose in accordance with what you like. Okay, but the ultimate thing that you're going to need is Abyss Enhancement. Why? Whenever you defeat an enemy, this reduces your grappling skill cooldown time, and you can get up to a 30% cooldown time reduction. This is the key to this whole build, because what you are going to do is you are going to learn the flying bunny technique, also known as the flunny technique. Yes, I know, laugh at the name, but we love it. Flying bunny flunny, okay? You'll love it. Basically, you get to act like Spider-Man. Now, I've told you everything you need to know. I'm going to go straight into the Defiler. Stat-wise, don't worry about the DPS. It's not going to help you. HP, don't worry about it. It's not going to help you. Max shield, don't even worry about it. Defense, don't worry about it. Toxin resistance is the only thing that matters here, because this guy has a lot of toxic damage. But if you want to meet that 10,000, you might have to sacrifice some stuff in the build. All right? So just be aware of that. Okay. I'm going to go in without any of the recommended stats other than DPS from the gun, which we're not going to need, and defense, which, again, we're not going to need. We're just going to go in there, and I'm going to show you how we do it. Oh, no, my green screen is ghostly appearing behind me. No! Sorry. It's actually due to the window that I have here behind my actual green sheet. It's not even a proper green screen. It's a green sheet, but you know what? Sometimes when the light shines through, you start to see the ghostly screen appear. Okay, here's what you do. You can actually run around in this little ring. Build up some extra electricity. Now, as soon as you get out, turn this on. Okay? You want to fill up about 3/4 of your bar, turn it off. Now, in the time it takes him to come down, some of your MP should recover. This is quite important. Why is it important? Because you are going to flip this skill on as soon as possible. Alright? And you are going to try and kill these two symbionts that he spawns. Once you kill these two, your grappling cooldown, thanks to Abyss Enhancement, is enhanced. Alright, so you just gotta wait for him to actually spawn things. But since you can double jump after a grapple, you practically will never leave the ground. Now, once you've started killing these guys, you've gotten 5 Abyss Enhancements, your grappling cooldown is enough that you can literally stay in the air. This is called the flying bunny technique. Basically, I grapple, jump once, grapple again, and this allows me to hit him very, very hard with electricity. Alright, there you go. The flying bunny technique works very well on this boss. Make sure to kill these minions frequently enough that your Abyss Enhancement stays. Okay, if you recover some MP, that's even better. There you go. You can apply the flying bunny technique while you have speed of light on. If you die, it's totally okay. Alright. If you don't die, you can actually get kill times of roughly 1.5 minutes, which we actually did live on stream. If you do die, you should get close to 2 minutes, but either way, there's a bit of RNG involved in all this, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, just make sure that you kill the symbionts, which count as enemies, so that you can trigger your Abyss Enhancement, even without minions. Alright, this will help you out in the short term. Then once you kill the minions and get your Abyss Enhancement all the way back, you'll be able to kill them very easily. Alright, if your Abyss Enhancement is only being enhanced by the symbiont kills, you have to double jump before you can grapple again, but it still works fairly well. Alright. And this is it. This is how you apply the flying bunny technique to just defeat the Defiler. Very little effort required. Like I said, you don't shoot your gun, you don't actually need to do anything. All you need to do is just grapple like Spider-Man and fly. Okay? Grapple like Spider-Man and fly. That's it. There you go. Done. Nah, my apologies for any sniffles. My allergies are bad today, but yeah. That's it. That's all it takes. And in terms of kill time, like I said, you will get close to 2 minutes. You can go sub 2 minutes, okay? Like I said, it's really easy to do this. If you can go sub 2 minutes, go for it. But this is how you beat the Defiler. Literally no tips and no like special tricks behind it. In fact, just to prove my point, I will do it one more time. Okay, I like to usually showcase 2 runs because not only is the build so easy to do it, but it's just, you can just go in there and win. We did this literally day 1. All right, you can actually check my streams. I did it the first time around. I went into the game. It was easy peasy. All right. I know somebody has already attempted to publish my content before I did, but as I promised you guys, after showcasing it live on stream yesterday, I did the testing this morning, which we like to do, and then after that, I'll publish my own. All right, but it's very simple. It's very simple and straightforward to do. It's not difficult, you know, and that's all it takes. Here, this time without even building up electricity. There we go. Just try to avoid touching the ground. Use your jumps to secure yourself and then just go around like that. If you need the second jump, use it. Just make sure you've always triggered your high voltage before you actually grapple. Alright? Make sure it's not on cooldown. Make sure it's not failing to hit the target. There you go. If you can, pick up some additional MP along the way, good. You'll get extra kills even faster. There you are. This is what the other guide won't teach you because they didn't test their stuff. They just stole my stuff. Alright? But the Flunny technique was something we discovered this morning. And as you can see, like I mentioned, it works really well. There we go. That's the so-called faster kill that I was talking about. So the second time round went even better than the first time round. This one was 1 minute 36. So you can actually get a really good timing by using the flying bunny technique appropriately, which, like I said, the other guy that tried to steal my content does not have because we discovered it this morning. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to register me as your official content creator if you haven't already. Alright, the real information is always only published here because we actually do our testing before we go off and, you know, showcase whatever to you guys. Alright, now, one last thing before I go. Here's January's top supporters. Our top tipper right now is CG Mayhem. Top tipper list includes Bravo7910. Top super chatter is Lawbreaker. Top super chat list includes D. Russ, Phil the Megapint, George Tishon, Chanel Name, Sir Tommy, and Per Crab. Thank you guys so much. Top channel membership gifter is Arcane Silver 300. D. Russ, and Joe D. Wilkins. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. And I will have more proper content for you guys soon.